Hey guys, this is Jack and I'll be reviewing the Panasonic Lumix DMC-FZ28K model. It's from Panasonic Lumix series and it's a really nice camera that has 18x optical zoom, a wide angle lens, and 10 megapixels. Don't be fooled by it only says 10 megapixels because most cameras nowadays you really don't follow the more megapixels equals better camera theory. You follow the better sensor equals better camera theory. The sensor here is of course a CCD, not a CMOS. CMOS sensor is only typically used in DSLRs, really good DSLRs, and most other cameras just use CCDs because CCD sensors are smaller and thinner and they can fit in compact cameras, which is what this is. This is not a 4/3 camera or nor a DSLR, nor a mini DSLR or a point and shoot. It's something in the middle between a point and shoot camera and a DSLR, and it offers some of the features that both have, which is one mainly DSLR cameras are hard to carry, and the lens you have to buy your own lens, and you can customize lenses. But this camera has one fixed lens. It's kind of small enough to carry in your bag or something, your backpack, whatever. And it does offer some of the features only found on DSLRs. It does have a lot of features. It's got a lot of profiles built in. There's 14 of them. There's 4 of them that are like priority, like shutter priority, aperture priority, manual exposure, program AE, and it has intelligent auto mode, which is basically the generic mode, and a slew of other picture taking modes, and one movie mode. The footage it takes, I should mention, is 720p. Most of my videos I've been taking with my camera, not the screencast, but with my camera on YouTube for the past few months, 3 months, 4 months or so, have been with this camera. So you can check out the video quality with that. I've also posted a few photos I've taken with this that you can use for wallpapers, which I actually use for my wallpaper. Just give you a quick show right there. It's a squirrel standing on top of my fence that I took, I think yesterday. It's a really nice photo, and I think there's like 4 or 5 of them you can choose from. So please check that out as well. I'll post the TwitPic links in the description box on the side. With that being said, it does have this the usual W and T toggle for for zooming. It has 18x optical, which means that it doesn't use digital. Digital zoom is usually achieved by cropping the image and blowing up, therefore giving the feeling that it's actually zooming in. Now that's bad because you lose a lot of the light because you're just cropping what you already have. For example, if you have 300 nits of light and you're going to crop it, and you only get say 20-30 nits of light versus what you had originally. Now that's not an actual representation of the light, but you get what I'm saying. It takes what you already have and just crops it and blows it up, enlarging it, just like DVD upscaling to Blu-ray specs. Now it does have it has 2 ports on the side, on the left side. It's got USB cable that it provides, and also DC power in. On the other side, I think it's got FireWire, but I'm no FireWire expert, nor do I use it, so I don't know. If you can tell if that's FireWire, I'll be very grateful. But I don't have a cable for it, so it's useless to me. It's got electronic viewfinder, which I find very pointless, useless, and just not useful at all, because when you're using the LCD as a viewfinder, when you switch to a viewfinder, you want the viewfinder to be optical, but in fact the viewfinder is electronic. It's LCD. It's a little tiny LCD screen, like here somewhere, inside the camera, and it's really bad because smaller LCD screens have refresh rate problems because they can't refresh the picture that fast, and I find that to be a problem when I'm using electronic viewfinder. The image appears very stuttery and slow, and it's not smooth and fluid like it would be on the LCD, the bigger one. Now with that being said, it does accept on the bottom. There's a battery compartment and the SD card. It accepts SDHC, which means it can go up to 32 gigabytes, I think, at least 8. I'm using an 8 gigabyte Kingston card. Whoops, card right here. It's got manual flash. You can toggle it by pressing this one button next to the viewfinder. It's right there, and it's really nice because when you use flash, you can mandate that I want to use flash versus I don't want to use flash, and you can just override what the camera tells you what think, and you don't have to use any electronic settings to get that. It's really easy because when you're using electronic settings to I want to go to flash and turn it on and off, it takes time. This one, it just takes press of a button and pushing it down. What's really nice about this camera is also that it has autofocus like lock, so you can focus between you can choose your focus manually. I mean you can sorry, that's wrong. You can focus things and lock onto that focus. So when you go to move it to a different area, you can have that same focus. So you can selectively focus things. It also has manual focus and autofocus toggle. So if you want to manually focus your photos versus auto focusing, there's an option for that as well. Like I said before, this camera has a lot of the DSLR features in in a compact package. It's bigger than a point and shoot, as you can tell. It is pretty big. My hand for a reference, but it is pretty cheap for a camera of this caliber. And if you're looking for a camera to upgrade from your point and shoot compact camera, slim camera, whatever you want to call it, yes, this would be the ideal upgrade. It takes really nice video, and I actually like the optics. It has a Leica lens and some Vario L Merit lens. I don't know what that is. Feels really good in the hand. Solid build, like you would expect from DSLR. Although, maybe you never had DSLR before, so you can't compare. I have a DSLR camera that my dad got this one from his company, so I couldn't say no to it. Overall, this camera, it's just really nice. It costs about $350 to $400. It is more expensive than a compact camera, which usually go for about $200, but it is cheaper than the DSLR, which goes for $600 and above. So if you're looking for something in between, you don't want to go fully to DSLR, and you don't want to go back to compact point and shoot crap, you can go to one of these. Not a 430s camera, not to be confused with one, or a DSLR. It is just a compact camera, compact DSLR, if that's what you want to call it. It is, and so that's it. That's pretty much it. Nice camera. I would recommend this to anyone. Good picture quality. I'll post the links and whatever in the description box to sample images. Thanks for watching this, guys. This video review turned out to be about 7 minutes longer than I hoped. Maybe I can edit it down. Maybe not. I don't know. So thanks for watching it, guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Until then,